What's up, everyone? It's me, Adam Prime, and we are back. It is the TokuBrew podcast, This Week in Toku, or Twit, if you prefer. Nobody's ever going to call it that, though. If anyone
Welcome
calls
back to Twit!
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't think I'm ever going to be opening up and saying, welcome back to Twit. Thank you. Somebody being
Hi,
like,
everybody.
oh, Twitter?
Welcome back. We're Twits. Twits and twats.
I don't think anyone, I'm like, does anyone want to be called a twit?
No, I think it's an insult.
Oh, you twit? That sounds like a 1940s insult, though.
I think it's from the UK.
It's like a poly. Not a poly.
A poly?
I almost said say polygon, but I'm like that's just the shape.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, Claude. Like Claude was one of those things that
yeah.
that was an insult that died years ago.
I think it's also a name, so.
I guess that's fair. But like that was one that just kind of came back into popularity, I guess. But yeah, with me as always.
We got a little off topic. Hi, I'm Stormy.
Yes, my ever lovely fiance is here with us again for another week of Toku.
What, do you do the podcast without me?
I don't.
Sometimes?
I don't. Well, there was that one time. There was one time.
Yeah, but I was.
Well, yeah, that's why you're the co-host.
Yeah. I wasn't like talking for the turtles one, but I was in the same room trying not to laugh.
Oh my god, how hard was that not to laugh at? That was
nearly
nearly
impossible. I had to stop paying attention because I was like, I'm gonna laugh.
So good.
I had to go back and listen to it when you uploaded it, so I could actually hear the rest of it.
That was one of my favorite.
That was really good.
Record. It was
funny.
a fun conversation. I love that.
We need to get Rat Face Dude on here again.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure he's coming back for Turtles.
Or is it just Rat Dude?
Whatever. He's gonna happen. Like, he'll show up. Either way, we got King Oger and Geets this week after Buffa's massive W last week. Still thinking about that.
Yeah.
So, we are going to start with King Oger as per usual. A few disappointing things that I'm about this week, and I will get to them when I get to them.
Really?
Yes. You know what they are.
Do I?
I think you do. Because I know when we were doing screenshots, I audibly was bringing it up.
Probably.
So, we open up and everyone's just like, oh, what happened? Did Reculus win? And then, we got, the town, the one guy that we always keep seeing, just being like, oh my god, Reculus won! Yeah!
Hooray!
And it's just I'm like, man, this guy is legitimately a pile of, dog shit. Reculus is not a good king, but it's so...
I mean, to be fair, he doesn't really know any better, but
Yeah, so it's kind of one of those thoughts where I think I made the joke where I'm like, could you imagine being the guy who had to hooray Hitler?
Oh my god. That
was a whole...
I told you that was horrible then. I'll tell you that's horrible now. Bad.
Yeah, but say, I'm like, that's not a good,
bonk.
That's not a good, 1-to-1, because that's kind of terrible. It's I guess it's more of the people who are behind the, bad British kings, I guess.
Oh yeah, who, Adam?
I don't know British kings. I know there was at least, one named, oh, shoot, George. I know there's several Georges.
I think we better start talking about King Oger before you dig
What are you talking about? How is
hole.
this not on topic? How are you talking about kings didn't the coronation actually not just happen that long ago? I'm thinking about it as we're recording this. Weird time for kings.
Yeah.
Was
but
Gyra
it didn't just
invited?
not happen. Yeah, it happened, Adam.
Oh. I don't know my events.
Oh my god. Anyway, so we see his orphan friends, and they're all upset. Oh, how could you die?
Yeah, she has, the most overdramatic crying.
Yeah, she just go... you say that, but I feel like it was the perfect balance.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Of, melodramatic.
No, it was perfect. It was, that perfect, you went a little bit overboard, but the overboard you went, nailed it.
Just the right amount of overboard.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And so you don't even see... Do we see Reculus? Oh, we do. I was like, do we see Reculus this episode?
Briefly.
Yeah, we do. I remember. I forgot about that. But, we immediately go to Gyra and the others, and they're just like,
plotting.
Stay put.
You're
You're
dead.
dead. We'll come for you when we need you. You stay here. You're still kind of hurt.
Yeah.
And like Gyra
is Gyra. He's just like, oh, you can't stop me. I'm gonna. Regulus thinks I'm dead, so this is an open opportunity. And when I tell you, Rita's...
That's not until later, because remember, they were saying, oh, you're being very agreeable right now. And, like, he starts immediately starting to question things, because that was actually kind of funny, because early on he was like, I guess you're right. And then he starts talking about his, like, stab wound.
Well, he did fall off a cliff, so I would too, you know?
Like all of a sudden, like, he was like, oh, the stab wound, though. He's like, did Regulus miss on purpose?
Oh, yeah, that was interesting.
They were like, no, I bet you not, because you still fell off the cliff. And he immediately starts going for it, being like, well, if he thinks I'm dead, that gives me an open opportunity to kill him.
And Rita's just so through with it shit. Yeah. Like, she literally just screams and then just full force headbutts him.
Into the wall. And they are immediately just like, just stay here. And we're going to just continue on to this. We have a little bit of a thing with Death Nyark, but we'll come back to him in a minute. All right?
Yeah.
So we immediately then have them being like, okay, we're all united together.
Because as long as we
don't want Regulus to have this power, as long as we have Gyra, we have King Oger.
Yeah, essentially.
So they're like, let's all unite and let's work together. And Rita is so excited about this.
When she sticks her hand and just screams, just, yeah!
Yeah, they just start screaming a lot this episode.
Really feel like she's starting to scare them, but like, I'm all for it. I love Rita, man. She's so weird, and I love her so much.
They're so good.
I feel like that's a trend I'm realizing with the characters that I like. Like, they're so weird. I love them. Like,
yeah, but I feel like you can say that about a lot of these characters.
That's also fair, though. But Rita is like... I'm realizing, look how short she is.
Yeah. She's
small.
The actress is small. Again, I'm still very curious on where they're going to go with Rita's character.
Yeah. But anyway, even though they literally just made alliance, all four of them collectively...
start walking away.
They walk away and they're like, go get him.
Yeah, they all talk to their person of...
choice, I guess.
Choice, and they were just like, get Gyra for me. Like, all four of them wasted no time to immediately stab the others in the back. And that's where we get the hijinks of this episode. But immediately the Bugnarks start attacking. But before they attack...
let's talk about what they're...
like, Death Nyark literally is just sitting there in his cave, just being like, well, I think you're beautiful, Terra. But fuck you, I had to kill you all.
The planet. Like, it basically... and I thought about this for a while, and I guess it does kind of make sense that they're an underground society. They would be really attached to the Earth itself. So, and it is really funny because... it was almost touching, but it's also kind of hilarious. Like, he apologizes, like, I have to destroy you in order to, like...
to rid you
of this infection or whatever he said.
Of the lesser life forms. Mm-hmm. Like, he has this whole monologue, but we have 2 screenshots that sums up the whole thing. Like, it's
pretty much.
Like, he has, like, this whole monologue.
It wasn't bad, though.
It was, like, a
it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's like, it kind of makes you look at, like, like, Death Nyark doesn't think he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm the right guy in this situation.
They're fucking up the planet. I gotta go fix that.
Honestly, I bet you Death Nyark just saw Twitter drama and he's just like, I can't. It needs to stop. I'm ending it.
So it's all Blue's fault, is what you're saying?
It's all Jeff.
He's Twitter Blue.
I almost said Jeff Bezos. No, well, maybe a little bit of his fault too, but no, it's definitely Elon Musk's fault somehow.
But all four collectively.
Yeah, all 4 of their people start going.
They all gather.
Yeah, no, well, they all sneak into the Gyra cave without seeing each other.
And they're all like, "Hey, what are you doing here? Hey, what are you doing here? Hey."
Yeah, and they were like, "Hey, did you tell you to watch me?" And they're just like, no, we were just coming separately. We have no idea what's going on."
Yellow's Sebastian is instantly really smart. He's like, "Oh, you have to come with us. You're still so injured. We need you to go heal.
We need to take you back to our place."
Great excuse.
And
oh
my god, I can't remember his name, but like
Time Jacker knockoff.
Not Time Jacker knockoff. God, Bees guy.
Him.
Smiley McGee. We finally get to hear him talk. And
nice
say
voice.
His name is like Kaburagi, or I like how everyone's like, "Oh, I like your voice." Like, I'm gonna look up real quick, like his voice actor because I'm really curious.
He really does have a nice voice, though.
Yeah,
I
no,
guess
it's a
there's
good
a reason
voice.
they like commented
Well,
on
yeah,
it.
I want to know if there's a reason they commented on because like the actor's notable.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna look that up if you want to talk about the little hijinks they do for a little bit.
But yeah, so each of them. So do you want me to like just like talk about like what the group did versus what the other kings were doing?
No, just talk about like what the other group was doing.
Okay, so
while they were in the cave, because it's like they're just arguing about what they need to do.
I don't really have that much to say except the fact that they were all arguing, but they do a bench, and they are gonna go to Yellow's kingdom, but we cut to Yellow, and like she's basically fighting
The
for
Bugnark.
the Bugnark herself in her kingdom. They all split up essentially, and you know she's doing her thing, kicking some ass, but we see
Deathnark.
the Deathnark.
Deathnark and Bugnark. Don't get them mixed up.
Okay, so Deathnark comes. What a stupid thing to say all the time. Nyark, nyark. One of my Snarf from the fucking Thundercats. But, nyark, nyark. But
Yeah.
toot, toot. But
Kuroda, by the way, that's his name.
oh, Kuroda. So
Or Kuroko?
Kuroda, I believe.
Okay, wait. The Kuroko is just apparently what they are.
Anyway, so they originally are gonna go there, but Sebastian gets a message from Hiromi. Is that her name? No. What's her name? Yellow.
Oh, Hiramu?
Hiromi?
Here.
I don't remember.
Himino.
Anyway, Himino, thank you. So he gets a message from her that's like, "Hey, everything's on fire. Don't come here." And
Oh my god.
what?
I know what he is. He, the actor for Kuroda is, Kosuke Torami?
Toriyami.
Toriyami? I don't know. I don't speak Japanese. He was the Rainbow Line president, from TokuBrew. I'm not going to show you a picture of what he looks like. You have not seen TokuBrew. I want that to be a surprise when we watch that eventually.
All right, sure.
It's hilarious.
All right.
It's so fucking funny. He was a monster. He was the Assaulter Borg in Time Ranger. He was apparently... He's been like a bunch of monsters. So it's like... So that's probably where the joke is. Like I told you, I knew he had to be something.
I guess it would make sense that he would be the one with his face covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he apparently was the mannequin Jawman. Oh, I forgot that's what the monsters in Kira Major were called. So yeah, he's just voiced a bunch of monsters. So
that's cool.
So yeah,
nice little shout out to him.
But yeah, so we immediately.
But
she's just like, don't bring Gaira here.
So they decide to go to Blue's kingdom.
And
it's also under attack. Blue's also fighting there.
Yeah,
and
but
guess
they're
who
still
also
moving
shows
forward.
up?
Yeah, but they're walking in, and this is my complaint.
Oh yeah, I remember.
We do not get any close up of Sebastian just being the most, like, I'm about to say, I'm sorry,
Big
all other men. Like, we are lesser. He's just a true icon in his sunglasses and pink tracksuit. Like,
I also noticed afterward that he just didn't remove his like yellow bow.
He had to
like,
keep some representation. It's like how Kuroda got a
Daft
smiley
Punk
face. Yeah, you got a Daft Punk helmet.
And Gaira actually looks like a middle schooler.
Yeah, he has the dorkiest glasses that you can buy anywhere. You can buy it at probably your local grocery store, these kind of glasses.
Which is funny because they actually had a couple of Regulus's guards there.
Yeah, like
and he recognizes Gaira.
Yeah, Lumiere is there. I think this is the one we call Lumiere, I think.
Yeah, that's Lumiere.
And he's just like, oh my god, you're my hero. I tell my son. I guess he has a family.
No, he thinks that he's the genius middle schooler. Middle schooler.
With a 2,000 IQ, and his name is Keat.
By the way, I was fully expecting once this happened to be like, oh, is he gonna like ask Gaira like a really complex question and expecting him to know the answer, and he's just gonna give something really stupid? Like,
yeah, he's just gonna look.
No,
like
it doesn't happen. Sadly,
they were like, we have a game show we have to go to. Fuck off. We gotta go. And
so they end up fleeing, and they go to Tofu.
They were immediately like, we just gotta fucking go to Tofu. And this is where we get.
Also, I have to I have to mention that the common people in Tofu, they were wearing aprons and they had like bee stripes on them, and I found that incredibly adorable.
Do I not have a screenshot of it?
I don't think so.
I don't. Yeah, so it's kind of cool that we do get to see like all their towns do have like warriors or people doing something. It's not just, well, our king, you're the only person who can stop it.
Mm-hmm.
And we immediately get Kaguragi. That's Bee's name. Finally, I have it right in front of my face. Kaguragi is.
Didn't immediately say it wrong.
Did I say?
He's a Kaguragi.
Kaguragi is immediately with
Reculus,
and he's like, "You think I have Gyra's remains? Why would I have that? That'd be gross. I don't want it in my house."
And interesting, he's like, "Oh, because you seem like the kind of person that's like, oh, maybe I could."
Gain powers from his dead body.
Which is funny because I almost wonder if that's what Reculus is trying to do.
Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he's like letting his own crazy bleed through there, you know.
And Kaburagi immediately is just like, well...
You keep saying Kaburagi.
You know why? I think that's the name of the guy. I think that's the guy Cerebro controlled in Zet. I want to say that was him.
Oh, yeah. Name. No, his name was also Kaguragi, wasn't it?
No, I think it's Kaburagi. Because, like, at least that's how I remember the Zet Riser saying it.
Oh, okay.
But Kaburagi...
Either way, you're wrong!
Yeah, Kaburagi is just like, well, are the rumors that you guys have another warrior spirit true? And he immediately shows that last time, I thought in that episode when he went like, oh, look what I found, it was like Hopper just hiding in there.
I thought it was going to be maybe like more of a prophecy or something.
Oh yeah, like another tapestry. But no, it's just King Ultra Zero. He was just hanging out. Fully built.
But he asked like, oh, is the rumor true that you have them? Or
yeah, that you have like, it. Oh.
And like when Reculus gets just the creepiest fucking face.
Like the creepiest smile.
Like he goes from like blank to like this gross smile. And as he stood up and turned to Kaguragi, like you saw his face morph from like utter rage to like that fake like,
yeah, he's like, you'd watch your fucking tone.
Yeah, like that fake like smiley, oh, I'm a good guy.
Yeah, he's
like... it was nasty. But,
he doesn't even confirm it. He just says, oh, if you believe those rumors, you'd watch your fucking back.
Essentially. Well, like, to be fair, that is the person he could probably tell that to.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, that's
but,
and then he leaves.
Yeah, but, like, of course they start to get attacked.
Yeah. But, I like that Kaburagi was... I did it again. Kaburagi was trying to, just be like, as soon as Reculus leaves, just like, I can never just get anything simple out of that man.
You know, he said, you can never let your guard down around that guy. Yeah, let your guard
down. Yeah, like, he's just like, I fucking need to watch out. He's a fucking snake.
Yeah, pretty much. You also took, like, a cool screenshot of this one grunt that we noticed, like, there's a lot more, like,
it's
texture.
It's not even the reason I did it. It's just because he was getting face-palmed.
Yeah, but, like, it was a nice thing that we noticed that like, they had, like, a little texture on their helmets, which was interesting.
On their little blue horns. And they're immediately just being like, oh, fuck, now they're getting attacked. What are we going to do now? And, like, they immediately start arguing of where they should go. If they should go to Shugaden.
Gyra figures it out.
Yeah, and everyone, they're just like, wait. If nobody's supposed to know, why are you guys all after me? And all of a sudden he's just like, well then. You guys are just trying to... Yeah, and Kuroda was just like, well, I'm sorry. and then we immediately have...
Oh, and then Rita's girl, I don't remember her name.
I don't remember her name either.
She just like, oh, there you are, slaps some handcuffs on him. Well, you're coming with me, like, just nice and forward.
Originally, she wasn't gonna do anything.
Yeah, she was off the clock or whatever.
Well, yeah. And we just see... Oh my god. We see her. I'm trying to find out... Morufana? I don't know. Morfiana. Fiona. So, Fiona... So Fiona was just like, I don't wanna do anything. I'm off the clock. And then she sees the Bugnark outside. She's like,
Never mind.
fine, I'll fucking do it, but you have to get back here and kill these people. And Rita was just like, alright, okay.
But and they like follow.
And
when she brings Gyra.
Well, yeah, Gyra. Well, she immediately just like Fiona just walks up, handcuffs Gyra, and just says, "I'm taking your ass."
It's just like, oh, told to bring you.
Yeah,
told you bring you in.
Yeah, told to bring you in. You need to come in. And then we find out what she is, though. That she's not a retrainer like the others, or like she's not there to help the king at all.
They're not like assistants.
Yeah. She's more like the potential successor. Potential.
There you go.
God.
You got it, buddy.
You want me to pronounce every little itty-bitty syllable, don't you?
You want a cookie?
I feel insulted, everyone.
Love you.
Anyway, take a long sip. Hear that, audience? I don't know. Okay, we should stop doing that. That's bad. Sorry. And or maybe that's edited out. You'll see. Who knows? But
she's a successor.
Yeah, a potential successor and everything. And we kind of get. You see that she's like has no interest in helping Rita ever. Like.
And this kind of gets Gyra to talk about.
Yeah, and it's like. And, like, you have all the other three being like, oh, do you have no pride in as a retrainer? And that's why she says, nah, that's not really my thing.
Like swearing loyalty to the king.
And Gyra...
Which I guess makes sense because Rita's more of a warden, so...
Mm-hmm. And, like, Gyra's immediately just being like, both of you guys are being kind of bullshit. And if you... I'm like, have you ever asked Rita if she ever needed any fucking help? Because maybe she'd be less fucking stressed.
Yeah, I think she needs some help, honestly.
Yeah. I'm still not sure what's going on with Rita. Let's say. And then we immediately have Deathnark shows up here to fight Rita, and Rita was immediately just like, your sentence is death on sight.
You're sentenced to death on sight. Like, man, like... I felt a chill, you know?
Yeah, and then obviously we had the big Bugnark, and they were like, ah, we're destroying! And Gyro was just like, well, we need King Odra up in this bitch. And we immediately see God Hopper.
I'm sorry, I know that, I don't know if you noticed this before, on this screenshot, where he's not, it looks like he's not smiling. He looks like he has like, shit. Look at his face. Like that.
Fuck.
Shit.
Again.
Anyway, so Hopper shows up.
Yeah, Hopper activates King Odra, and he's just like, Gyra's like, are you angry? Which, by the way, I'm a little disappointed. His name is just Bata.
I mean, come on.
Or, is that how they spell it? It might be spelled different. So maybe it is a name, but it's like, that. I guess that's his name.
Maybe there's a difference between calling something what it is and a name. Like, maybe they have different kinds of nouns. I don't know.
To be fair, though, Bata isn't what this god is called. He's called God Hopper. So it still is different.
So
yeah, he's immediately like,
what do you want?
He's like, what's wrong, friend? What's wrong? And he's just like, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me my way to my scorpion. I really want to meet up with her. And he's just like, wait. He's like, wait, beloved. Wait, is this a bug love triangle?
I swear to, first of all, thank you for the beautiful performance. Second of all,
the foreigner performance. I'm gonna get copyright strike for that. For that 5 seconds I did.
It was too good. Oh my god, just. If I don't get like a short series that is basically this like soap opera going on in the background with these bug gods, I swear to God, like they didn't need to give these giant bug gods personalities to begin with. B, they didn't need to give them like a love subplot of like a slice of life anime with giant god bugs, but like they did it anyway, and I fucking appreciate it.
Yeah, it's like he's just like, oh where has sorcery gone? Oh where
Adam, enough copyright strikes in one video, okay?
Hey, that's actually public domain. I think I'm good on that one.
Which one were you even singing? I wasn't.
The bit.
Thank
that
you.
Mary had a little lamb. I don't remember.
Mary had a little lamb. Is that what you...
I don't remember. Either way, Gyro is just immediately like, just come on, give me a hug. And he hugs King Oger, and he gets wonderful new boobs. And he killed...
And he can jump.
Yeah, and he killed one of the Bugnark by hugging them. Yeah, because obviously he gets super good jumps and super good attack buffs, I'm guessing. I don't know. We do know next week we're getting Legend King Oger. He's finally returning. But yeah, we immediately cut to Rita, and they're dead in the snow.
Yeah, like basically everyone is unconscious and not doing well. You
saw that Deathnyark literally went and slaughtered them all, and the other retrainers as well.
Yeah, yeah. I also noticed there was like bruising specifically around the retrainers' necks.
And Gyra's getting ready to face Deathnyark on his own.
Yeah, so it's kind of just what'd you call her? Rita's successor.
Fiona.
Fiona. It's just Gyra and Fiona left.
Or Morphona? Or Morphiona? I don't know. And Morphonia, maybe?
I don't know.
It's a weird name.
Anyway, so giant cocoons pop up again.
Yeah, exactly. We got more giant cocoons, and I like that Deathnyark is like, we fear no death, thus we are flawless. Where I'm like, not caring if you die or not makes you flawless. Man. Alright.
That's depressing.
Yeah, that's kind of depressing.
Anyway, so I feel like it's time to get to Geats.
Okay, wait,
which is quite interesting.
Final thoughts on King Oger?
I don't.
Fucked.
Yeah, I guess it's just like, I mean, obviously they're probably gonna be okay, but I don't know. Just
yeah,
it's just kind of an episode. It wasn't anything super good.
I know crazy. I just yanked you back from what is probably going to be a very long time.
Yeah, I was like, why are you just...
Because after this, King Oger's just going to be a distant memory, because some shit happens.
Yeah.
So we immediately open up, and the news is covering that Ace has been gone for a week. I like how his wish still stands.
Not only that, but Tycoon's sister is also asking... like policemen to look into where he is.
Yeah, looking.
And Neon is just blissfully going about with no personality.
Yeah.
Hyun, of course, is like watching.
He's like, maybe you should forget. And it's like, dude, maybe you're right, because a lot
Isn't
of that
the same thing that like
shit.
Ace's mom said to him?
No, it was just like, forget your fate, forget my face. You're gonna be better off that way.
I don't know, whatever.
And then we immediately go to...
Oh, she's going to, like, a potential suitor thing.
Yeah, she's gonna get married off.
Yeah, basically. But she's like, okay.
And we immediately go to Buffa, who's now no longer Jamato-ized.
Yeah.
He has a clean hand now. He no longer has gross plant hands.
And very big zippers.
Very big zippers on his jacket.
It's for style.
And,
awful style.
And he's pretty much just being... And Baroba's just like, you ready to get to work? And he's just like, give me my fucking belt and never talk to me again. Let's not lie.
I'm just dreading.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just
By the way,
knowing.
I want to start this conversation here.
Oh God, what
like,
are you...
Well, no, I was gonna ask, how do you feel now that he's just like cured of his Jamato-isms, which makes sense, honestly.
I know some people are kind of upset by it.
I haven't seen anyone upset by it yet, but I'm curious. I
thought you said that there were some people.
I said I'm waiting to see it. I'm surprised.
Well,
it's like he kind of used it for his ways.
I mean, you asked me a question. Will you let me fucking answer it? Damn.
Yeah, answer.
But I don't know if I really feel one way or the other about it. Like, I feel like it would have been cool for him to keep it, but I can kind of understand why they would also take it away. And it probably was, I don't know if, like, the actor was just getting tired of shit being on his hand all the time. Or maybe makeup was getting expensive. I don't know, but, like, I honestly don't care that much.
Honestly, I think it was just, again, he used it as cool. A meme for his goal. A means for his goal.
As a meme?
A meme, yeah. He made it a meme. He's like, yo, I got Jamado'd. And he kind of...
Raffle.
Oh my god. And he kind of just... It was, like, also an excuse of why he wasn't he gets a wish. You know what I mean? He used it. Like, that's the only reason he could enter the Jamato Grand Prix. But it also makes sense. It's like, why would he wish to still be, like, Jamatoized when he gets his new world? Because it's like, he wouldn't need their power anymore. He wouldn't need to use the Jamato buckle anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's going to have the power to destroy everything. Which, we're about to get to.
Yeah,
and,
let's get. Unless you have anything significant, I think we should just move
on.
on.
Because Baroba asks, he's like, what you're doing is no different than the writers you hate. And you honestly do think that this is Buffa's goal, is to just so he can slaughter all the main writers. Yeah, exactly. His fucking, it's just so hypocritical. And you just see him say, so what, and just walk away. And then we cut to Chirame. He's getting a bunch of writers together, even though they can't do it because the producer is dead.
Yeah, so it's like they're not doing it for a show. There is no like wish at stake. He's basically just wanting them to get the drivers back.
He's just like, I just want to get the Vision driver back. Let's just try to get the Vision driver back, and we'll be golden.
So he picks out a bunch, and you might recognize a couple in there.
Yeah, we have a bunch in there, and there will be a bunch later. And Tsurumi's immediately like, what? Why? We're just sending them to their deaths.
Did you not see what his wish was?
Like, there's no point in doing it. And he's just like, he immediately explains his plan, and he even asks her, what good are you? And she just has this face of pure anger and disgust.
I would too. If this asshole was doing all this shit and then had the audacity to come over and grab my face, I'd bite his fucking thumb off. Like,
let's not lie. He will get his just desserts in a minute.
Thank God.
And so she immediately has to go start sending them out, and
she looks so sad.
Yeah, she opens up with, instead of congratulations, it's, I'm sorry, you've been chosen to be a common writer. And the first people we see is Ben and John.
And they're actually talking in English.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was so funny because my brain didn't comprehend it. I was like, wait a minute. Because I was just reading the subtitles.
And Ben and John are just doing their best to watch Neon as she's on her date thing. I
wouldn't call it a date.
By the way, we see Cult Leader with the goddess, but that really doesn't matter for the moment.
It's a cool shot, though.
Yeah, so we immediately see...
And who shows up but Buffa?
Well, first they show up to fight... he's just there. Ben and John just kind of show up, and they're like, oh my god, we're common riders after they touch their ID cores. And then we immediately start seeing them get whooped. And then I didn't get any screenshots of it, but this is when Tsurumi walks in to give Neon her belt,
but she doesn't say anything.
Yeah, and they're just like, what? And she just leaves the box and walks away. And you see Buffa immediately walk in after he throws, I want to say it was Ben, and like he threw him in, and he's just like, don't touch it. You touch it, you die. And he literally...
You're better off not knowing.
Yeah, he's just like, ignorance is bliss. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I will become your problem if you fucking touch that.
Don't... He's just like... Which
honestly, is interesting because, like, he gave her a choice, essentially. Just like...
He's like, I don't want to kill you, but...
I kind of, like, don't hate you. So, like, don't do that so I don't have to kill you, but, like, I will.
To be fair, he's giving a warning because he's like, you choose to do it, we're on.
Yeah. But, like, he didn't exactly give anyone else a choice, so...
Well, yeah, but everyone else chose to take it.
That's also fair. But anyway, and Neon does walk away. She does.
Well, she runs. Yeah. Because Ben and John are like, get out of here! And we see them transform.
We don't get to see their suits, which I'm furious about.
I'm mad.
I wanted to see.
But then again, what's about to happen makes me sadder. Like, because that doesn't matter.
Buffa's
Yeah, we'll just get to this right now. Yeah, Buffa just grabs their ID cores and just crushes them into dust. Well, not
crushes them in his hand.
To bits, and they're retired.
Yeah.
And they can now no longer transform.
Yeah, I feel so extra insulted because they made it so clear. It's just like, now you can never transform again. And while he's doing that, Baroba... And, like, the sickest move ever.
You knew this is what she wanted.
She, like, looked Neon dead in the eyes as she was walking away, grabs her, and then forces her to touch the ID core. And it watches her expression as everything comes back to her. Of course, she walks away laughing, because that's exactly what she wants, but my god, that is just so evil. And Kyun's just like,
oh, shit! And then, like... And she's, like, immediately is like, Kyun...
What the fuck?
She's like, why didn't you make me remember? He's like, Why did you want to remember? And she's
Dumbass.
she's like, I just want to stay who I am.
Yeah, just make me remember. And he actually proposes an interesting idea.
Yeah, he's like, come to the future with me. He's
like that. There's literally everyone's a manufactured person. You fit in.
Everyone's designed there, so you can come and join me.
Yeah.
And then we see Buffa kill more riders.
Yeah, this guy had a really cool helmet.
This guy had like a Lady in the Tramp ass helmet.
Something like that.
It looks like a border collie.
Maybe it's a dog. Maybe it's some sort of
like a dog. And we immediately see that all of the riders that were sent out
are dead.
Or that they already lost. I don't know if they're dead. They
just
get
to be
retired.
fair, it's
we don't know if
it's possible that they could be they could come back.
They just can't transform.
Yeah. And Chirumi freaks out, and he's he just in his pocket
he just
pulls out a bunch of ID cores, being like, "Oh, someone." And he's like, well,
yeah, because he even mentions that one of them, which I'm imagining is the dog guy, was a former desire god.
Yeah. But he finds Geetz's, and he's like, well, this is fucking useless now.
Yeah, he's like, now that the fox is gone.
Mm-hmm. And Tsurumi, he throws it over his shoulder, and Tsurumi picks it up.
And she's just kind of holding on to it for the duration of the episode.
Yeah.
And he immediately has, I have no other choice. And then starts begging Zine and Kikura to help them.
Mm-hmm.
To help him get the Vision Driver back so they can start the Desire.
And I feel so fucking justified with how I felt
vindicated.
about Zine. I feel so much better. Because I was just like, was I just being mean for no reason about Zine?
Oh, yeah, because Kikura is just like, oh, that's not like you. Usually when your favorite rider dies, you just...
say you're moved, and I'm like...
that you were...
It was touching, and then you move on.
Yeah, and then you move on to the next rider. And he's like, you've changed.
Yeah. Which is exactly what I was fucking talking about. I was just like, if that's how he ends up being, I kind of hate that. That's really gross. He's no better than the other people. So it's good to see that he changed, and he learned.
Grew.
But, oh my god. By the way, I have to also say, I've kind of come around to Kyun a little bit more. You can kind of tell with how they act that he and Neon probably spent all that time that she was missing together. And, it looks like they've grown closer and gotten to know each other better. And it also looks like he's dropped a lot of the baggage that I hated him for. Yeah. And has learned. I will give this show one thing. It really does present you as, these really shitty people and then somehow makes a turnaround.
Well, yeah.
In, a non, MacGuffin-y kind of way, just suddenly I'm good, you know what I mean? It's actually feels earned, and I'm just like, god damn it, let me hate them.
Yeah, no. And we immediately then, Buffa walks in just being like, alright, you guys are the only 3 bastards left, let's fucking go. And he's just like, how did you get in here?
He just tosses the fucking belt.
He's just like,
Chirumi.
I have the fucking belt, dumbnut, and then throws Chirumi the belt, and he's just like, I got it back! Yay!
Really cool fight ensues.
And then Zine and Glare 2 team up to fight Buffa, and it all means nothing.
Which is such a weird combo. I never would have expected.
None of their powers or abilities even works on Buffa, but because of his wish. Mm-hmm. And Chirumi starts trying to bargain with Buffa to be like, I'll give you whatever world you want. He's like, if I want, I don't want another one.
Else.
But he's like, oh, if I did have another world, I want it where the Desire Grand Prix didn't exist.
And we actually, this is such an important part of Buffa kind of revealing his goal the whole time. That, we didn't even pick up on.
Yeah, it's and by the way, he has these new, he has, his sweet new cape, wonderful new horns.
Oh, so beautiful.
If this is the power-up, I'm disappointed, but if this is just the tertiary form, so we can get something later, which I know we're getting another form.
Okay.
I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? If
this
was supposed to be his final form, I'd be like, you lazy sons of bitches, give me a better suit, you fuckers.
I still like it.
I like it. I don't want to seem like I hate it. I love the massive horns and the cape, but I'm saying if this was it...
You put this on a weird cliffhanger. I was in the middle of about to be like... So it turns out that, what we thought was his desire the whole time was actually the means to it.
Yeah.
And then you were like, oh, let's talk about his design real quick. I'm like, you left that on such a cliffhanger?
Well, yeah, and it's he immediately is just like, the Desire Grand Prix is no longer needed.
So it turns out, his whole goal the whole time was, he knew that, his wish would be a game breaker. He knew that they wouldn't be able to defeat him, and if his power got rid of the common riders to the point where they can't become riders anymore, eventually they will run out of people. And he will, not only destroy the Desire Grand Prix, but he's just you won't be able to fuck with this planet anymore. You won't be able to fuck with people anymore. Yeah, I had to be a huge hypocrite in order to get here,
But my goal is that, bro.
This is my goal of, like, getting you to stop messing with this planet.
He's like, you're no longer making this world your fucking... He literally just heard Roba say it was their playground and said, fuck that.
I'm breaking the game.
Yeah,
I honestly wonder, like, because we saw Tycoon get bubbled away. I imagine he'll be back in some capacity. He's basically the second writer, so...
He is the second writer.
Or he is the second writer. Don't fucking start with me, I swear to God.
I'm not. I'm saying
okay, I just thought you were gonna go on a rant with me. I'm like, I literally slipped up. But I felt it in my bones. But I feel like, I wonder if Geets is actually going to, like, try and get Tycoon to win, or, like, someone else is gonna try and, like, get him to win.
So yeah, all of the Kamen Riders are revived.
So, like, if he revives all of the Kamen Riders, like, would that be able to be like, oh, so they can't be riders again, so they can't participate in the Grand Prix, and then they all survive, and then they all come back to life, and then maybe, like, someone can seal it off with another wish of just either...
Well, maybe it's after he frees his mom, Geets will just give maybe when she's free, she'll give Tycoon his wish, because it's a noble wish. It's not like, do you think his mom will be like, all right, son, let's go home. We're going back to heaven. Come on. We're leaving now.
We're gods. But anyway, so...
But I really think that's very interesting, because it's like, that's actually how we've been talking about Buffa the whole time throughout the show, is he's like the fuck establishment kind of guy.
Yeah, but he's also being a huge hypocrite, but he's also doing this. Like, a lot of it seemed to contradict a little bit, but... like,
now it all just makes sense, because he's like, I'm tired of you being able to fucking make this world like your own silly putty. This isn't your fucking Lego set. I don't want my life messed with no more. Fuck you.
I am taking your ball, and I am going home.
Yeah, I'm taking your ball, I am throwing your ball in the wood chipper, and you can get the fuck off my lawn.
Yeah.
And he immediately just starts kicking Cherami's ass.
Oh.
As he was doing it.
I mean, Cherami tries to insult him, but...
Yeah, I love that he just is like, you're nothing more than a prize cow.
For an audience to gawk at.
And you have Surumi just being like, well, Ace, what would you do in this situation? I really wish I could understand this. If only hopefully I don't gain magical powers by thinking this. Oh shit, I gained magical powers by thinking it.
Yeah, and like, it disappears, and who else comes up but our boy?
Ace is back.
Ace is back, baby, and he's fucking pissed.
Yeah, well, here's the
also,
thing. It's
they
just
said,
like, he literally finds out, and Buffa's just like, are you fucking kidding me?
I just killed you.
You should be dead. Why are you here?
Also, the new guy. Did I say it on a podcast, or did I say it when we were alone of who I think that is?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna say it just in case, so sorry if I'm repeating myself. I honestly think that that's the first glare.
You think it's the first glare? You think it's Gory?
Oh,
Gazer?
Purple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
No, that's Glare, yeah.
Glare, okay.
Glare
yeah,
1,
I honestly
Gory.
think it might be him. Like, I don't know why. It's literally just a hunch, but, like, for some reason, that's just what I'm just like, I want.
I think you're in the right ballpark of it being one of the older people. I think this could be an older producer.
I think it's mainly because we've seen so many returning actors and we see so many people stay for a lot longer than you would expect. Like, did you expect Cherami to be around this long? No.
I don't think he's going to be around.
So I mean, he got vaporized by fucking Reginald, if I remember.
Well, yeah, he got
But
retired.
I don't know. It makes me wonder.
Got fired.
If... I don't know, it just makes me wonder.
He's still part of the cult?
Yeah, because, like, he wasn't a part of it. Like, he was able to step up instead of Reginald since he's gone.
Well, I don't know. We'll find out.
But anyway, so at the very end, Geets actually is just, Buffa's, like, trying to fight him and stuff. But he's like, nah, you're not my fight. And he points at Cherami. He's just like, I'm about to fuck you up.
Yeah, so Cherami's dead next episode.
Oh, yeah, like, he's fucked. But...
He's fucked.
To be fair, like, it makes sense. Like, I don't even need to see a preview or next episode of just, like, I figured out that you guys were torturing my mom for 2,000 years. And you're
trying to restart it, you fucker.
I'm going to rip you limb from limb. Like,
exactly. He's ready. And then we immediately get, like you said, the cult leader being like, the Desire Royale has begun, And he immediately even acknowledges that he's like, "Oh, Sarumi, your powers have awakened." He's like the goddess of creation cycle, destruction and rebirth.
Which is interesting because, like, I think I had mentioned at some point, it's like, well, Sarumi is a navigator. Geets' mom was a navigator at the time. I wonder if, like,
What if it's a time loop?
that's connected, or it's like, oh, if this is like, oh, once the goddess needs to stop because she's either dying or something, then she needs to pass it on to someone else.
I guess we're gonna find
and
out.
it's whoever
Obviously,
the game
Sarumi
navigator is.
Yeah, but say obviously Sarumi has some form of power. She brought Ace back to life, which he actually acknowledges that he's a spirit.
Does he?
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I guess I'm a spirit now." He says that when he first comes back.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I guess he does say that because he also... That's what he said when he's like, oh, I guess I'm a fox.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's like, again, Ace still not giving fucks and immediately trying to kill him. Like, oh my god. This was a fun and good episode. A ton of good action.
Dude,
a ton of good drama.
I was so nervous, like, the whole time, honestly. I was just like, oh my god, literally the worst case scenario has happened. How are they gonna get out of this? Like,
I don't know if it's the worst case scenario.
Everyone's dead!
That's fair.
Everyone is dead!
Yeah, but it's like we also have rumors of people who are going to be coming back for the Desire Royale.
I'm not that shocked.
Well, no, I'm talking about, like, we're going to need to watch the movie soon.
Oh, okay.
Because Seeker's going to come in, apparently.
Oh, okay. Supposedly. Well, I was fine with watching that anyway, so...
Oh, yeah, we were going to watch it.
Oh, excuse me.
But overall, this was a really good week. Do you have a favorite?
I mean, come on, Geets, man.
No, I'm saying, do you have a favorite fight within Geets? Do you have a favorite Buffa's gonna fuck you over match?
I don't know. I weirdly almost want to say, like, with... Is it Ben and Jerry?
Ben and John.
Ben and Jerry
I'm sorry. Ice cream.
I kind of want ice cream now, but... I don't know why. I think it's because of, like, all the intense feelings I was having during it that first time. And also just because it's, like, you know, we know of Tom, who is one of the actors.
A fan turned actor turned Kamen Rider.
And I'm just, like, I'm so happy for him. And I was, like, I just felt so many emotions being like, show me his suit, you coward! I want to buy a toy of it, you know?
Oh my god, I need that.
Like, I mean, he probably wants that, you know? So, yeah. I don't know. It's just, like... If I could ever be in a position like that, I would. That
was a great scene,
because he's already come out and said, like, I did my transformation on screen. I'm satisfied. I am a Kamen Rider, and
you can't take that away from
I will never take that away from him. I would feel I can't blame him for feeling like fully satisfied with that. But I would have a slight grudge of just being like, couldn't let me in suit once.
Hey, there's always next year.
There's always next year. Not to mention, maybe a movie or something.
That's my.
At least give me a sketch, you know.
Yeah, I want to see what their helmets would look like. It's like a panther and a tiger.
I want to see what there's at least the sketches. You know, I would be fine with that. I just want to see the
helmets. I just want to know the helmets.
Or even just like a figure.
Yeah, like a concept. Like give us the heads in Soto or something.
Exactly. Like,
that would be awesome.
But anyway, just
like the dog head.
I think more realistically, like the Zine and Jeremy fight with Buffa was also it was just very, very
That's
good.
the only real fight. Like
they're being two fights, and you ask me, like...
Well, like, I was more saying, like, the other one actually somewhat was a fight because they didn't get killed in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, but, like, I will agree with you, that scene with Ben and John and Neon was super good because it was just, I like that you even had Buffa showing remorse. It's like, he doesn't want to kill all the riders. He's like, if you become a rider, you're immediately my target. But if you just have the belt and you don't touch it, no problem. I won't kill you. And he shows that by immediately telling Neon, hey, you fucking do it, I stab you. That's how it's gonna roll. Like, that's fucking the rule here. He's like, don't touch it. And so it's like, it's a really good scene. And again, just, Zine tried.
He
tried.
Again, like, we haven't really seen the other sponsors fight in a while, so I wonder if they'll be coming in at some point.
Oh, we're seeing Kikara next episode.
Okay, thank God.
I don't know if we're going to see him transform, but he's going to be human form again.
Kikara!
I'm excited.
I tried to see if I could find the statue they used. I couldn't find it.
That means it's a custom-made statue, and I want it. Sell it. I'll buy it.
Etsy, please.
Oh, or Etsy. That too. But yeah, no, and we obviously end on a Desire Royal rule.
I really think it's Royale, Adam.
You know what? It can be either one, and we will find out at some point.
At some point.
Either way, it says riders who have had their ID cores destroyed may never transform again.
Simple as that.
Yep, it's just that rule. It's just you fucking lose, you don't get to play again. So...
I honestly don't really have much else to say other than just holy shit, man.
It was fun. I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked both episodes, honestly. Like, King Oger was the nice, oh, shoot, this was really fun. I had a good time.
It's gearing
with
up
the
for
bugs.
next episode.
Well, yeah, exactly. Next episode is going to be like...
Give me my bug soap opera, you cowards.
Yeah, but I loved
could just
the stuff with Hopper.
I can only imagine you walking in on me, like, playing with your toys. And I have, I have the 3 of them in, like, my hands. And I'm just like, but I love you. But I love him. What? Like I'm like...
You can only love one of us. It's like an anime.
Yeah, like, and then, like, I forget his name, but the beetle, he's just, like, confused. Kabutan, he's just, like, all confused. By the way, can I just say, that is such a cute fucking toy. I saw him and I immediately melted. I was just like, you're so cute! No wonder someone has a crush on you. You're so cute.
It's a good boy.
Anyway, I need my Bug Slice of Life anime, please.
But yeah, no, and it's like, again, I think Geets has been really going for it, like, week after week. Like, again, I think this writer is really building up a strong story and a really strong end. Because I like that it's been cutting up into arcs.
Yeah, and like...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
we're entering the next saga.
And I have to say, like, they've really, like, really found ways to keep us surprised.
Uh-huh.
Like, they kept...
Even if it's obvious.
Even now, we're still guessing. We're still theorizing. We're still wondering what's going on.
Yeah,
like,
can Geets' mom even be turned back to normal?
Like, I will fully acknowledge the fact that we basically called a huge twist. A couple of the huge twists of Geets, like, recalling his memory and him being, like, the son of the goddess. But at the same time, it's like, we thought that was outlandish and crazy and wouldn't happen.
You're just like, they're like, it would be cool. And it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like when people... like, are like, oh, I predicted it, it's not that good. Where I'm like, honestly, if I'm thinking about it,
that just
like,
means
that's
they laid their
what
breadcrumbs well.
No, and yeah, they let the breadcrumbs, they laid it out well, and just one of those, like, it's almost like you're like, oh, wow, it's like, that's kind of what I wanted to see and how they would deal with it. You know what I mean? And so it's like, it's one of those things, I don't mind predicting stuff, especially if it's stuff that I think is either really outlandish or kind of really neat.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Geets is good.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
And the Vision Driver is cool.
King Oger wasn't bad in any way, anyway.
It's pulling a Decker, I like to call it, just standing on the shoulder of a giant.
I mean, I just meant the episode. I'm fully in love with that show.
I love the show, but it's like, I'm saying right now Geets is ramping up in its end game. And it's like, it's one of those things.
Yeah,
where it's
that's like hard to compare. Like it's just ramping up, and this one's like basically like
at the starting legs.
At the starting legs.
Yeah, at the starting line.
I said like no, Adam. I was saying like, oh, one is just getting started. I was gonna say one's like within sights of the finish line. So you said the opposite.
Oh, either way.
Legs.
Legs.
I guess anything else you want to mention?
But yeah, no, it's like, and by the way, when I said Decker situation, I was more meaning because Dawn Brothers and Geets was on during Decker.
And that's just hard to compete with. Especially
and I love Decker. I really do. The more...
It was a really nice show,
the more time passes, the more I'm actually like, I like Decker. I like it way better than Trigger.
Oh, yeah. Like I can fully... I did enjoy Decker. I did enjoy Decker a lot. It's just like, it was on during fucking Dawn Brothers and Geets. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
like,
so it's like, we had like 3, and we were eating good, though.
Yeah, we were fucking eating good. We were eating like kings.
There you go. So, yeah, what are your guys' favorite episodes? Tell us your favorite moments down in the comments. Would you guys like us to make the book soap opera if they don't?
I will do it.
So you,
don't tease me with that.
You'll be the voice of Sorcerine? Of Scorpy?
I'd be their god, and I would manipulate their lives to do my bidding.
To be your perfect anime.
Yes.
Tell us down in the comments.
Don't tempt me. I will do it. So, if they don't.
Hey, but say if we do it, it will be posted here.
Oh, should we like do like a reading or something?
Oh my god, we're gonna make it dramatic fan fiction and then start reading and reenacting scenes with bugs.
Many giggles will be had. That would be fun.
If you guys actually want to see that, actually tell us down in the comments.
Let us know. I'm curious.
Yeah, but yeah, tell us your favorite moments. Tell us what you guys are expecting. I know. No, never mind. I'll save that for next week. So, yeah, thank you so much for listening. And
yeah, thanks for sticking with us.
And until next week.
Bye-bye.